Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I've got a story for you that's a classic in business circles, but it holds a powerful lesson for anyone in a leadership role or really anyone navigating a career. It's the tale of the three envelopes. So, imagine this. A guy named Morris has just landed his dream job. He's the new CEO of a massive tech company. On his first day, the outgoing CEO, a seasoned veteran, sits him down. He doesn't give him a long lecture or a dusty old manual. Instead, he hands Morris three sealed envelopes, numbered 1, 2, and 3. He says, "Listen, if you ever hit a wall, a problem so big you think you can't solve it, open one of these." In order, and with that, he leaves. For the first 6 months, things are great for Morris. The company is flying high, the team is motivated, and he feels like he's on top of the world. But then, it happens. Sales start to slide. The market turns, and suddenly, the pressure is immense. The board is on his case, investors are getting nervous, and the media is starting to ask tough questions. Morris tries everything he can think of, but nothing seems to work. He's at his wits' end, feeling the weight of the entire corporation on his shoulders. Then, late one night in his office, he remembers the envelopes. He pulls open his desk drawer, and there they are. With a sense of desperation and a little bit of hope, he tears open envelope number 1. Inside is a single sheet of paper with just 3 words on it. "Blame your predecessor." At first, Morris is taken aback. Is that it? Is that the profound wisdom he was expecting? But the more he thinks about it, the more it makes a certain kind of sense. So, the next day, he calls a press conference. He's very careful, very tactful. He doesn't throw the old CEO under the bus, not really. But he skillfully points out some of the legacy challenges and inherited structural issues that are now impacting performance. He frames it as a tough but necessary transition period. And you know what? It worked. The press loved the narrative of a new leader cleaning up an old mess. Wall Street responded positively, seeing him as a decisive CEO taking charge. The heat was off, the stock price stabilized, and with a renewed confidence, sales actually started to climb back up. The crisis was over. Morris felt like he had just dodged a bullet, and he tucked the remaining 2 envelopes away, feeling a little more secure. About a year goes by, and things are mostly good. But business is a roller coaster, right? The company hits another rough patch. This time, it's not just a dip in sales, they're facing serious product problems. Bugs are popping up, customers are complaining, and a major competitor just launched a killer new product. The pressure is back on, and it's even more intense than before. Morris, however, feels a bit more prepared this time. He doesn't panic. He calmly walks to his desk, retrieves the second envelope, and opens it. The message inside is even shorter than the first, reorganize. So, that's exactly what he does. He announces a major corporate restructuring. He shuffles departments, creates new divisions, promotes some rising stars, and reassigns some senior managers. He talks about creating synergies, streamlining operations, and becoming more agile and responsive to the market. It was a massive shake-up. And again, it worked like a charm. The reorganization created a new sense of energy and purpose. It broke down old, inefficient habits and forced people to think differently. The company quickly bounced back, solving its product issues and regaining its competitive edge. Morris is now feeling like a genius. He's 2 for 2. He survived 2 major crises and has come out stronger each time. The company enjoys several quarters of record profits. He's celebrated in the business press as a turnaround artist, a visionary leader. He starts to think those last 2 envelopes were just pure gold. He almost feels invincible, but the good times, as they always do, eventually came to an end. A few years later, the company faces its biggest crisis yet. A perfect storm of a global economic downturn, disruptive new technology from a startup, and a major shift in consumer behavior. This isn't just a dip, it's a nosedive. The company is bleeding money, and for the first time, there's serious talk about the company's very survival. Nothing Morris. Try seems to make a dent. The situation is dire. He feels that old, familiar panic creeping back in, but he has one last ace up his sleeve. The third envelope. He goes to his office, locks the door, and with trembling hands, he opens the final envelope. He's expecting some piece of ultimate wisdom, some secret strategy that will save everything. He unfolds the paper. The message inside reads, "Prepare 3 envelopes." Think about that for a second. Prepare 3 envelopes. The cycle was complete. The first envelope, blame your predecessor, buys you time. The second, reorganize, buys you more time and shakes things up. But the third one is the acknowledgement that your time is up, is the ultimate lesson in leadership. No single leader has all the answers forever. Your role is temporary. You do what you can, you handle the crises you can, but eventually you have to pass the torch. The final act of a good leader is to prepare the way for the next one. It's a humbling but incredibly important piece of advice. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.